chuckles, averts one's gaze, shilly, or appears. I feel a little ecstatic around you. Due to the fact that she is emotionally invested with that instant and you are the one who is causing that. Thus, if she chuckles around you frequently, don't ignore it. Consider it a sign. It indicates that she finds pleasure in. She's hoping that you'll step nearer. The following one is really sensible. She talks on things she intentionally enjoys. You'll hear her say statements such as, "Oh my goodness, I adore Thai food. I've been eating it every day. Recently wanting to go trekking, but none of my pals are interested in that new Marvel. The movie looks fantastic. I haven't witnessed it. Not yet." Does that sound familiar? These are not arbitrary marks. It's a gentle invitation. She's providing you with a guide on how to interact with her in a manner that will have fun. She is attempting to create things this way. Simple for you, providing you with suggestions so you don't need to speculate about what to recommend. She seems to be stating, "Hey, if you ask, I'll answer yes if you ask me to do this." I want to be really clear. She is not interested in to initiate contact, but she's giving the components needed to make the cake, so pay close attention. She provide clues like these. Make use of them. Doing just that together, she will thank you for listening, and she will be overjoyed that you have at last made an action. You enter a space and abruptly she's fiddling with her jewelry. Her blouse is being smoothed out. Is looking at her phone's reflection. Green. What's happening? This is primordial conduct of attraction. When a female drawn to someone, she turns into extremely conscious of her appearance, particularly if that somebody is close by. If you see her gently correcting her clothing or correctly adjusting her jewelry, either immediately after you or when she sees you, establish eye contact. It's not a coincidental. She's not merely attempting to appear nice overall. She's attempting to appear well to you. Additionally, let me state this. She's doing it without even realizing it. It can occasionally be subconscious, but it's among the most obvious physical indicators that she's trying to get your attention, that you would visit and speak with her. Let's stop and have a brief conversation regarding something significant. What makes taking action so frightful to most men? Everything comes down to uncertainty. Like taking a driving lesson for the first time. You take a seat behind the wheel. Your palms are sweating, your heart pounding, and each and every seems like the move may go horribly wrong. Incorrect. However, if you've had the appropriate training after being aware of what you're doing, it comes naturally. Dating is similar. If you are merely winging it, unsure of what to say and where to go, how to behave, and how it will feel uncomfortable, and worse, she will think that awkwardness as well. Because of this, she might not be aware of it. You're not simply a man. You're a man. Or more powerful, bigger in size. Additionally, even though she finds that appealing, it can feel frightening if you're not sure of oneself. Additionally, when you appear to, she is uncertain and uneasy. Not because, although you pose a threat, because she lacks emotional stability in your presence. For this reason, confidence is everything. Furthermore, confidence does not imply being arrogant. Is the epitome of confidence. Implies being ready. It entails understanding what should be said, how should it be said, and how to observe her body language, the manner in which she's reading yours. Thus, a lot of males battle with being abandoned following a few enjoyable dates. Not that she didn't enjoy you, is that right? Caused her to feel unsure, so she backed away. What is the answer then? You discover the ability. You approach dating as though it were your own. Treat any additional abilities such as driving or lifting or picking up a guitar. For this reason, I developed my coaching and masterclass program that will walk you through each stage. Precisely how to boldly draw in and seek out a woman who is genuinely seeking a genuine connection. Thus, if you're prepared to give up speculating and begin being aware that there is a link in the solution. Her pinned comment and description of her hair. Ready for the next indication then. Continue. The following indication is not overt, but very telling. She smooths her hair while she's in your presence. Now you may believe that only women do that. Furthermore, it can be a common gesture. However, context is crucial. If she begins, she's rearranging her hair as you walk into the space or immediately following eye contact. Interaction with you, she's not merely. It's a habit. She is acting in this way because she is aware that you are observing, repairing her. The act of pining for hair is a unconscious behavior that expresses, I desire to appear appealing to you. Understand. Your attendance. Please come see me at this. She occasionally tangles a thread, run it behind her ear or tuck it in, while speaking to you, running fingers through it. It's delicate, flirty, and nearly always combined with additional signals. Therefore, if you see posture or hands but not feet, the feet there are pointing in your direction, most sincere aspect of our nonverbal communication. Why? Since it's more difficult to deliberately control, our feet often indicate what we're interested in, what we desire, or the place we secretly want to go. Therefore, if she's conversing with someone else, however, her feet are inclined in your direction, attraction is that. If you're in a space, and her body might be twisted in one direction, however, her dominant foot is typically the right, is inclined toward you. She might not even be aware of it, but that is attention. Although she is doing it, her subconscious does, and it's directing her focus directly at you. Here's a brief tip so the next time you're look at her feet in a social situation. They may be revealing more than she is. Never could be expressed in words. This is, I am the most potent subliminal sign. Perceive you as global. It's ageless and every woman makes the assumption that you already comprehend. This is it. Smiles as he looks at you, then glances swiftly away. Occasionally she will even look down while carrying it out. And you might ask, did things have any significance, or was it nothing? Meant everything. That tiny grin came next. By the shy glance away, she weak attempt to communicate. I understand. I'm intrigued. Come talk to me. It's among the flirty ones. Kind and feminine cues that she can send. If you disregard it too frequently, she refuses to submit it again several times, since she lost interest in you. Intrigued, yet due of her protective herself from the sensation of being rejected or disregarded. For this reason you must be able to recognize this time and take action. Go over and turn on a light. Dialogue, return the smile. Recognize the fact that one tiny a gesture could signal the beginning of anything amazing. Let's bring this to its full circle. Each of these indicators, they are her kind method of stating, I, similar to you. Please take note. However, this is the item. These indicators are meaningless if you don't follow through on them. If you're not unsure of how to approach something, what to say, or ways to proceed without feeling confident, it's okay if it's awkward. This is where confidence enters in. However, the truth, you're not born with confidence. You learn it. It's something you're born with. It requires talent, just like participating in sports or becoming proficient at cooking. Your work, once you know what to, for example, how to approach and establish trust, an allure, of course, becomes simpler, which is why I developed I teach males in a free masterclass step by step, how to boldly draw in the appropriate type of women who don't engage in gaming or acting as though they are someone they are not. For males who are prepared to stop this speculating and beginning, thriving. You can locate the link to the masterclass in the following description. Also in the comment that was pinned. Many thanks. Thank you for viewing, my wonderful friend. You gained new knowledge from this video. Made it easier for you to recognize the signs. Give it a huge thumbs up, please. Do you want more videos? Leave a comment below. On signs. She enjoys your subtle body and you. Signs in language that indicate attraction. You simply comment on signals she finds appealing. Helps me understand the type of material to continue producing for you. Additionally, if a buddy of yours consistently, please share this if you overlook these signs. Video with him. This could alter his life. Once more, I want to thank you for being here. You have my more gratitude than you understanding. Now go out there and create your move with poise, assurance, and kindness. Heart. Let's do this. You're capable. Hi, my amazing friend. May I ask you a question? Something quick for you. Have you ever discovered yourself looking into the eyes of a lovely woman, and I'm curious if you sense the same spark that I do? Thrill of anticipation, that attraction, that a sense of wonder that keeps you awake at night, and you secretly hope she's simply waiting for you to initiate contact. Guess what though? You're going to discover. The topic of today's video is 13 subtle clues that she's anticipating your take action. These are not arbitrary estimates or optimistic dreaming. These are actual signs supported by psychology that indicate that the woman is truly intrigued, not only curious. She hopes, even wishing you would take the initiative. 'Cause let's be honest, approaching someone can be frightening. You've most likely been in a circumstance in which you desired to a girl, but you were hindered by something. Anxiety of being rejected, the fear of awkwardness, the pain of being abandoned. And that concern is genuine. However, here's the it's good to know that she's already intrigued. That apprehension begins to diminish. It turns from frightening to fascinating. Additionally, in this video, not just you going to discover the indicators she's interested in. Additionally, you will learn how to make a move that is effective, and be sure to stay through to the very finish, because women's swearing is the last indication. Is very clear. However, the majority of males miss it entirely. It's easy, strong, and might potentially alter the way. Before we dive, you see women forever. Please remember to ring that and subscribe notification bell while we are speaking now regarding genuine interpersonal abilities, since if you want to live a happy life, you're in the correct place. Relationship. Okay, let's begin with the first indication. She's waiting for you to approach. First, let's talk about something really sing. She is completely focused on you. When she's speaking to you, distracted, she isn't examining the room. She's not just looking at her phone every couple of seconds. Rather, her eyes are fixed on you, and her body is facing you. She's tuned in. Her energy is concentrated. When the outside world disappears into the background, the reason is that you are the most intriguing development in that. Now here's the thing, if a female refuses to speak with you, her body language will reveal all of your. Must be aware that she will begin to turn her, removing her body. Even quietly, her feet could indicate a different course. Look around for someone else to speak with, or grab her phone to escape in silence. However, if none of thing occurs as she leans in, nodding, grinning, and clinging to your words, it's not a coincidence. Symbol, which indicates that she's giving you the green light and anticipating your action. The following action. This is an additional step that most men don't notice. She points out that Edie may sound like she has free time. I'm not really doing anything, I admit that. Either this weekend, or I have no plans for today after work. I may just stay put and watch what transpires. Didn't say that out of the blue when If a woman isn't interested, she will look for another way to give the impression that she's occupied, even though she isn't. But if she desires to be with you, she will give subliminal clues that you're accessible, keeping the door open so you can intervene. She uses it to convey the message, I'm accessible, in case someone wished to make plans. This is the crucial part. Section. If you don't approach her after when she opens that door, she will presume you have no interest. Additionally, to a woman, you see, women, and it seems like rejection, are in fact far superior to males at interpreting nonverbal cues. Thus, when she displays you these indicators, she thinks it's clear that she believes she's stating it clearly. However, if you don't react, she'll experience embarrassment, hurt, and she's not likely to give it another go. Remember to take action when you encounter this sign. Invite her to come over. Make a suggestion. Something light and easy. It must be intricate. What counts is that you recognize the chance and seize. This is a subtle but extraordinarily strong. He chuckles more while she's in your presence. Now you may be thinking, all right, but perhaps I'm simply humorous, and perhaps you are. However, here's the findings of science. When a female, her brain releases when she is attracted to someone increased dopamine, the positive chemical, and among the ways that demonstrate is by laughing. She might chuckle a bit more loud than normal. She may laugh at jokes you didn't want to make. Be humorous. And occasionally it's not even about the joke. It concerns the relationship. In this instance, laughter is her manner of displaying anxiety, thrill of forging a connection with you, and of demonstrating to you that being near you gives her a positive feeling. She might come in contact with her as she does this, and you're questioning if it has any significance. Very likely does. Among the strongest indicates her desire for you to make a physical contact is movement. To be now. Obviously, we aren't discussing anything too flirtatious or overt. This might be brushing your arm is a tiny gesture. When she unintentionally chuckles, she bumps, placing her hand on your shoulders to make a point with the forearm. Willful signals, taking a seat close enough that your knee contact gives you a playful light shove or a brief embrace. Greetings or farewell. All of these clues are deliberate. Is trying things out. She's curious to know how you answer. Above all, she's making an effort to eliminate the distance between you, since she desires for you to feel intimate with her as well. This is the reality. Individuals avoid touching individuals. It makes them uncomfortable. Consequently, if she makes physical touch in a tactful, considerate manner, it indicates she's experiencing a bond and wishing to make it deeper. Recall that she has a gentle touch. Invitation. Don't ignore it too quickly. Check your reality, buddy. You may not observe all these indications from a single woman, and it's acceptable. Some females are more. Some may be shy, while others are more outspoken. Just display 2 or 3 of these actions. What counts is the total pattern. If you notice multiple of these indications regularly, particularly several signs in a single exchange, that's a clear sign that she is intrigued. This is something that most men don't understand. If you fail to notice too many indicators, she will stop displaying them at certain periods. Not due of her lack of interest, although due to her desire to avoid embarrassing herself once more. For this reason, consciousness is your covert tool. Being flirtatious is not usually simple to define. However, if you pay, the indications become obvious when you pay attention. She is lively and gives you a little teasing, offers you praise, or looks for methods to continue the discussion with vitality, warmth, and flirtation. Is flirting. Her method of flirting is to say, I like You make me feel fantastic and I desire you to continue speaking with me. Occasionally she may utter phrases such as, "Oh wow, look at, you seem so self-assured today," or "Stop making me laugh all the time," being hilarious. These are light-hearted invitations. She's supporting your focus, which indicates that it's the ideal chance for you to take charge and express your interest in her as well. This is a big one. She tries to communicate with you even if she doesn't. Perhaps she passes your desk more frequently than essential. Perhaps she texts you at random, merely to make a basic statement, sending a text. Perhaps she lingers during a discussion or returns following a group chat simply to take a moment to yourself. Not one of this is an accident. For female, making an attempt to maintain communication. She's with you because she wants a stronger bond. She's making room in order for you to enter it. This is among the most overlooked indicators that a woman desires for you to take action. It's not noisy or dazzling, but it's reliable and constancy. That's all. Prior to, we discussed how she could help her jewelry to maintain a nice appearance. However, there's something else you should be aware of. She fiddles, twirls, and plays with it, loops her finger through it with it. Why? Due to her nervousness. However, in a positive manner, interacting or playing with. Wearing jewelry is a self-calming activity. Jewelry helps us control our excitement and physical strain. Additionally, when you're in the presence of someone you find attractive, you experience the butterflies. Thus, if she's clicking her or spinning her necklace, bracelet as we converse, and particularly if she's carrying it out while laughing, smiling, or keeping eye contact isn't arbitrary. Curiosity. Let's discuss closeness. Due to regarding attraction where she matters whether a woman chooses to sit, continues to locate herself near you, whether in class, at a gathering, at the office, or even in informal situations. Usually it's deliberate. You may, when they're pick the seat next to you, there are plenty more slots available. May slink closer while speaking, lean in and converse while sufficiently close, or stand close enough to her to be seen, to be sensed. Why? Because intimacy equates to comfort, and ease opens the portal for communication. We move by nature nearer to the individuals we are attracted to. If she regularly decides to sit close to, even though she doesn't talk much, her body was a loud, obvious voice. She desires to be close to you. She desires to sense the electricity that exists between you and her. I'm hoping you'll reciprocate. One is cunning but supported by strong psychology. Her feet are aimed at. We frequently concentrate on